Okay, while I'm doing that, go ahead and put in the chat where you're tuning in from and go ahead and just share. I'd love to say hello to each and every one of you. So welcome to Discover Secrets to Medical Intuition. I am so excited to have you here today with me. Let's go ahead and see who is here today. All right, hold on 1 second. Give me just a moment. Yay! Hello from Mauritius. Hello from Singapore. Hello from Washington, D.C. Hello, Joyce, Robin, Brian. So good to see you. Good afternoon from sunny Cincinnati. Yes, it's sunny here as well. It's so good to see you guys. Mariola, hello. Jan, hello. Mid-Valley. Beda from Boston. Hello. Welcome from Marcy from Portland. Oh my gosh, Canada, Janice, Dan, Chicago. So wonderful to see you all here. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Give me just 1 second. I'm having a little bit of a technical issue. So I just want to make sure that we are good. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. So thank you so much. I'm very excited to be here with all of you. And you may be joining me here today for one of 5 reasons. Because 1, you're just awakening to your intuition and you want to understand it better. You're a healer who's been feeling something more to go deeper and expand. Maybe you've been sensing and feeling things your whole life, but no one ever showed you how to truly trust it fully. And maybe you're tired of second guessing your inner voice and want to feel confident. And number 5, maybe you're just craving a deeper connection with your body and your guides. I would love to know which one of these reasons brought you here today, or was it something else? Go ahead and put in the chat. All of the above, says Darlene. I love it. To enhance my practice of Ayurveda. I love Ayurveda. I do it once a month. Jan DeSanto says, want to deepen my intuition. Jan said that. Dan says, my body and guidance. Jan, wanting to a closer connection. Marcy, all of the above. A bit of all, says Chirag. Chirag, it's so wonderful to see you. Brenda, enhance my intuition. Okay, so many of you have where you want all 5 of them, or you have specific reasons that you're here. And so we're going to dive into all of this because it's really nice to understand why you're attending, because we always have an intention when we show up to a webinar, or a training or a workshop or a masterclass. There's an intention. Whether you realize it or not, consciously or subconsciously, you have an intention. And so as we go through today, we want to hold that intention, okay? Now, I've been exactly where you are. I know how it feels to be sensitive, to feel like no one around you quite understands the depth of your emotions or physical symptoms or your spiritual growth. I also know what it's like to be called to heal, but not know where to begin. But for nearly 5 years now, I have helped over 80 students become medical intuitives across the world, guiding them to heal themselves and live with purpose. Some have created their own businesses. Others are working on themselves, helping their loved ones. My journey to this work, it wasn't straightforward. In fact, it began with an experience that completely transformed my understanding of what's possible. What I discovered is that it's not about having all the answers. It's about remembering who you are and discovering the gifts that are already inside of you. And before we begin, let's go ahead and start with a breath. Okay? Just take a nice deep breath into your belly with me. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel the air in your lungs. And just breathe, knowing that you are here, you are present, you are open to receiving exactly what you need today. Now, if you arrived here a little ungrounded, scattered, exhausted, just know that it's okay. Just know that you're here to reconnect to your own inner wisdom, your intuition, and remembering that your abilities are not separate from you. So be present, close off all the tabs, sit and take it all in because you deserve this. Okay? And I just want to take this moment to let you know that please do keep yourselves on mute at any one time because it will distract everyone else. So I just want to make sure that I mute everybody right now. I see some people are unmuted, so let me just mute everybody, okay? Okay, now you guys can hear me, right? I just want to make sure we're not distracted because we're going to be doing a lot of different exercises, and I really want you to be present and in this moment, all right? All right, so let's keep ourselves on mute. Let's see, there's got to be a way to make sure. All right, there we go. Okay, so let me take you back to a moment that changed everything for me. I had just left my corporate job as a pharmaceutical rep. I was lost in my life. My body was hurting. And I felt like a complete mess. To be honest, I felt broken. And I couldn't find answers to my own health because the doctors wanted to just cut me up instead of finding the root of why I was in pain. And at this point in my life, I was done with the pharmaceutical industry and on a search for something more natural. I don't know what it was, but I knew there was something for me out there. And I started watching YouTube videos, reading books, taking courses. And in the beginning, all the information sounded somewhat woo-woo to me. And I was asking myself, I'm like, do you really believe this? Can it be true? Is it possible? Is it real? Like, Deepal, are you going to keep digging? But there were testimonials after testimonials of people who were finding healing for the first time, like they were feeling the way I was feeling. And at that point, I was just like, you know what? What the heck? What am I going to lose? Western medicine has failed me. I'm not going to fail myself. So I kept digging. And everything that I was finding was funneling down to one thing. And that was energy. And so I started implementing a little bit at first. And maybe you know Louise Hay's work, the mirror work. She taught me how to say, I love you in the mirror. And then I started to meditate 10 minutes, 20 minutes. It didn't matter how it was done, but I wanted to do it. I wanted to know I could do these things and find that natural healing space. And so then I incorporated breath work and yoga, and I started cooking for myself. And the craziest thing happened. I was feeling better. I was happy. I was peaceful. I was in this space of bliss and an awareness that I can't even describe, except the fact that it was divine and feeling so full of life for the first time in my life. And there was a deeper calling. And so I started to seek out energy healers. And over time, I started to feel energy in my body. And the more I was learning, the more I felt a calling of learning to do some of the stuff myself. I wasn't born this way. No way. At least I thought. But I couldn't fully step into it because I kept questioning whether I could do this. What if I'm not good at all? What if I get it wrong? What if I can't get answers? What if I don't have any guides? And all of these questions were like spinning in my head day and night, day and night. And my heart ached for more. But my mind was holding me back. So I breathed into it and I took the plunge. I wanted to stop self-sabotaging myself. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start saying yes to life. And that's when everything changed for me. My driving force to learn the tools was because I wanted to heal myself and I wanted to help my family, my immediate family. And that was a win for me. So when I decided to take my first Reiki course, and I'm sure many of you are Reiki masters or healers, or you've learned Reiki, or you've heard of Reiki, but during the last part where the practitioner does like this initiation of symbols so that you can practice Reiki, I'll never forget when my practitioner gently placed her hand near my heart. She was just a few inches away, but very, very close to my heart. And suddenly, it was like something exploded inside of me. Like a surge of energy just shot through me. And I could hear my guides very clearly. And the wildest thing was my teacher's hand transformed into the hands of my guide, saying, "This is your path. We're here for you." And I felt so much love. I didn't want to come back from that space as tears were running down my face, not from sadness, but from recognition. I felt like a gift of healing had been given to me. And I knew when I opened my eyes that everything had changed. I had a mission for myself and my family. And soon enough for others. But here is what no one prepared me for. When your gifts awaken, they can't open faster than your body can hold them. So the light was pouring in. I had no container for it. My nervous system was shaken up. I was having headaches. I was having symptoms. I was hearing ringing in my ear. I wasn't grounded enough. And every healer I turned to gave me tools, but none of them worked for me. I didn't need another meditation. I didn't need another mantra. I didn't need another grounding tool that where I extend the roots of my feet down into the earth. I didn't need that. I needed to understand why I was feeling so much and how to stop disconnecting from my body. I started to feel people's pain in my own body. And I could smell the scents that weren't there, and I could hear thoughts and feel emotions and access realms I never believed existed, especially at night. But I also faced my shadows. I doubted myself tremendously. It was constant doubt to come out into the world, constant doubt about everything I was doing, about what others would think. I self-sabotage myself like it was no other. I mean, I was scared. I was unsure of who I was becoming. And the truth I learned is that spiritual awakening dismantles the old you. And once you accept your sensitivity, your empathic nature and intuition as your superpowers, the real journey begins. And in that space, I learned to become my own medicine. I stopped outsourcing my power. I stopped pretending that someone else had my answers, and I listened deeply. I listened to my body, my thoughts, my emotions that came up, and I began to understand that my body wasn't betraying me. No, no, no. It was trying to speak to me. And if you're here today, it means a part of you is being called to step into your purpose. Maybe you're in this messy middle. Maybe you're just in the beginning, or maybe you've been walking this path for years, but you're ready to deepen that incredible natural ability within you. And wherever you are, you're not alone. Your gifts and abilities are not too much. Your sensitivity is not a flaw. It is a part of your design of who you are. And you have permission to access this no matter what you have been through. I believe anybody can learn to heal themselves. And so during our time together, I will share something really special. What medical intuition is not, and clear up some of the myths. The real secrets to medical intuition that no one talks about. You're going to get to experience firsthand how you can tune into your own body and I'm going to prove to you that you're a healer. So be sure to stay till the end. And how you can take the tools that I've taught you, or that I have taught in over a decade of healing work, and start doing this in your own life starting today. You will have a special opportunity to go deep and connect with me personally. And plus, I've got some fun giveaways, some MP3 sessions, gift cards, and we're just going to have a grand old time because this stuff excites me. And we're also going to do a live Q&A at the end. So stay with me for the next full 60 to 90 minutes. This time is for you. Okay. So let's talk about the very first thing. And I want to clear up what medical intuition is not. It's not about having all the answers and being psychic in the traditional sense. It's the ability to tune in and understand what the body is saying before it becomes a bigger issue. You're sensitive. You feel things others don't. You walk into a room or the mall and you know instantly something is off. You may get physical symptoms that doctors can't explain. If this feels familiar to you, type yes in the chat. Does that feel familiar to you? Go ahead and put it yes in the chat. All right, so everybody's got a yes. I love it. You guys like my mug? Yep. See, Jennifer's laughing. Robin's laughing. Pamela says yes. Karen says yes. Janice, yes. Patricia, yes. Yes, 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 guys. Yes, we feel these things. And so, you know, you're not crazy. You're not imagining it. Your senses are open and you are intuitive. Put in the chat, I am intuitive. Like, I want you to own it. Own that. Okay, put it in the chat. Thanks. Darlene says, cool mug. Yeah, I'm intuitive. Go ahead, put it in the chat. I am intuitive. Yes. And I'm going to be your cheerleader today. Okay. I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader because that's what I love doing. You could ask Floor. So most of you, right? You're not imagining it. Your senses are open. You're intuitive. Most of you here have had those moments when something feels wrong in your body, but the lab work is normal, right? How many of you have been through that? Or when you sense something's not quite right with your child, your client, your partner, even though they haven't said a word. That is your intuition speaking to you. It happens like that. And so it's like a lightning bolt, right? Like it's at the speed of light. You don't know how it's coming in. You don't know why it's coming in, or if it did come in, because you don't sit there and ask yourself, oh, was that my intuition talking to me? No, we don't do that. But I'm telling you, that's your intuition talking to you. And yes, it's real. And yes, you can strengthen it. It's about learning to listen on a deeper level to the aches and pains and to the off feelings that no tests can explain. Medical intuition helps you read the energy behind the physical symptoms. It teaches you how to hear the messages coming from your body and other people's body. So healing can happen on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. Every client that I have worked with who has had gut issues, recurring pain, hormonal problems, heart issues, chronic illnesses, cancer, or unexplained anxiety, there's always a deeper message underneath. And you don't need to be born with these special abilities to learn this. In fact, if you're the kind of person who feels deeply, notices patterns, senses energy, whether with a knowing or a feeling or sees synchronicities in your life, you know those moments of, I knew it. You're already halfway there. And for those of you who've been working with energy, doing intuitive or healing work for years, this takes what you already know and give it more structure, more clarity, and more confidence. You'll learn to go beyond. And I think, you know that question you ask, like, I think I know or feel something, to I know how to interpret what I'm seeing and offer insight that creates immediate and lasting changes. And you can start using your abilities in a real practical way, whether it's for yourself, your family, your clients, your community. Let's start by closing our eyes. And take a nice deep breath with me. Feel into your body as you relax. Be present in this moment. Just by setting that intention, I'm present. And I want you to place your hands wherever your hands want to go at this time. Just take one hand and just feel around. Where does it want to land? Let it land wherever it wants to land on your body. And now ask, what do you want me to know? What do you want me to know right now? You might feel sensations, see images, emotions may come up, stories, maybe even an old story or a story that doesn't make any sense. Messages from your guides or past loved ones. Stay with whatever arises. You don't have to rush for the answer. Just trust it, that by asking, you've already opened the channel. Breathe in and out into that space. What do you need me to know? And whatever you get, it's okay. Don't judge it. Only honor it. And now open your eyes. This is how it all begins. This is the capacity to tune into your own body or another's and receive clear guidance through images, sensations, emotions, even messages from your guides. If you would, type in the chat. What did you notice? What came up for you? A lot of people, it went to, well, some people, it went to the forehead. So Jennifer, for 30 years now, that's been a case. Let's see, Dan. Okay, I'm trying to go lower. Let's see. Laura Lee says, my forehead, nothing came up for me. And that's okay. Nothing came up. Honor that. Even when nothing comes up, we honor that. Okay, because right now may not be the time that you need to know. Sometimes the body gets a little shy around others, okay? And you feel the pressure. So just be patient with yourself. This is where, and I'm so glad, Ferris, you brought that up, because sometimes we push pull energy and we want to know so bad, but we don't have to. We have to be patient with our body. And that's what we have to honor. So I love it because Jennifer says the burden is so heavy. Adriana says chest, message to relax. Yeah. Jendon says heart. Annette, I just felt energy movement increase in my body. Awesome. Karen, solar plexus. Linda, gentle assurance. Anna says ancestral issue to tap to and heal. Okay, wow, we're getting deep here. HT says I'm having no sound. Oh, I'm not sure why. I think everybody else could hear me. So, and I'm 100%. So try going back out and come back in, okay? And let's see, Christine, pain in my mouth. Interesting. All right, Janice. Janice says, unshed tears. Chirag, stomach, warm, Howard, my brain frozen, nothing. Okay, Howard, just be patient with yourself. It's all good. Brenda, my heart, and I have had irregular heartbeats, but I could feel a steady, even heartbeat. And the message was, I am healed. Oh, I love that. Okay, beautiful. Darlene, neck, need to not push myself so much. Self-care. Beautiful, beautiful. So I know some of you are asking if there's going to be a replay. Yes, there will be a replay, okay? But if you could stay till to the end, that would be great. That's where we're going to have some fun towards the end, okay? Where we give away gifts and all that good stuff. So try to stay till the end if you can. Okay, so this gift doesn't require you to be special. It requires you to be present, as you just saw, right? We all have access to these abilities, but the problem is we weren't taught how to understand them. And many times people question themselves as they see others do this work. Will I ever be able to get messages and information like them? Right? What you're feeling is normal. Almost every intuitive I worked with, myself included, has felt that exact same fear at some point. The truth is, you don't have to already know how to receive messages. You just need to be willing to try. You just want to have that willingness. That's it. So the real question is, am I willing to believe there's more to me than I've been taught? See, true medical intuition begins when you release the layers of noise, the trauma, the fear, the conditioning, and allow ourselves to feel again. You have been through a lot. So listen and trust. There are 3 essential secrets that I want to share with you to develop or strengthen this beautiful ability that is yours. And I'm going to share them with you in just a moment. But maybe some of you are feeling that you want to go deeper sooner. And if that's the case, and you just can't wait until I talk about it at the end, I want to give you a link to dive more deeply for those who are serious about taking the next step to medical intuition only. It's a clarity call, and it is anandaforlife.com/discovery call, which my assistant will be going ahead and put it in the chat. So for those of you who do need to leave and can't stay the entire time, and you just want to, go deeper really quickly, you want to get on the calendar, I am giving you this booking link right now. But remember, it's for those of you who are serious about taking the next step, okay, to medical intuition. Now, let's discuss these 3 secrets, because these 3 secrets are things that not a lot of medical intuitives may talk about. They talk about it here and there, but these are things that you need to know right now. And number one secret is trauma is a portal to your gifts, to your abilities. The truth is, and it may surprise you, that your trauma isn't the way, it is the way. Every pain you have carried, physical, emotional, ancestral, holds energetic information. And let's not forget in utero. Okay? It holds your next initiation to higher levels of spiritual growth and physical growth. And once you understand that your trauma doesn't block your abilities, it awakens them. That is when you unlock a deeper level of healing for yourself, for your family, for others, and even the generations behind you. I mean, your lineage and everyone else is telling you that trauma makes you broken, but I'm telling you, it's where your brilliance begins. Your pain isn't the end of your story. It's the doorway to your power, to your superpower. Let me share a story about one of my clients, and I'm going to refer to her as Maya. She was a client who had faced breast cancer, and I have so many women that do come to me with breast cancer. And Maya had breast cancer multiple times. She came to me completely exhausted and lost and felt like a mess. She felt so broken. And she'd done every treatment, eaten every healthy food, and recited every affirmation, but her body kept bringing the cancer back. And when I tuned into her body, it immediately took me to her heart. What was there was unprocessed grief that was stuck in the back of the heart and up above the heart. Deep grief from childhood abandonment, neglect, betrayal that she had never allowed herself to feel. She had completely numbed herself because she had to take care of her siblings. She was the eldest. She had so many responsibilities. And we honored it in our session together. We cleared it. We let it move through her body, and we did a couple of sessions together. And by the end of our sessions, she felt like a brand new person. Not only did she stop living in fear of the next diagnosis, her intuition opened up. Her inner knowing became crystal clear. Years later, she's cancer-free and reading energy for other people. Let's take this moment now and close your eyes and place one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. And just breathe in slowly. Allow that belly to fill up with air when you breathe. And I want you to think about what has been your recent pain. Was it physical, emotional, mental, spiritual? Whatever your recent pain is, let's take physical for now. Or even emotional, whichever one you want to go to. Pick one or the other. Feel into that. And I want you to ask that pain, what are you trying to show me? What are you trying to show me? Allow it to show. Allow it to reveal itself without judgment, without doubt, fear, resistance. without ego. And now ask, what part of me needs love right now? And maybe your hands want to go there, want to move there, and that's okay. What part of me needs love right now? And put your hand on your solar plexus, which is right below the rib cage, right in between. Okay, you want to go to the lowest rib cage, and right in between is your solar plexus. And say to yourself, I see you. I hear you. I trust you. I will no longer abandon you. Once again, I see you. I hear you. I trust you. I will no longer abandon you. Feel the power in your words. And now open your eyes when you're ready. Your pain is not a punishment. It's a doorway, a portal. This moment of witnessing may feel small, but it is everything. Because what you feel, we can heal. And what we love, we can finally release. Your trauma isn't your shame, it's your initiation. Go ahead and put in the chat, what came up for you? What came up for you just now? Tears. Oh, I can feel your tears. All of you. Many of you had tears. What else came up for you? Do more joyful activities in group. Brenda says, I realized that I haven't been trusting myself. Darlene says boundaries. Annette says tears, and I want to go home to my mom. Oh, my love. Robin, I heard go with the flow, not against it. Exactly. Donna, feel calmer. Deborah, tears, sadness, and realizing how I've abandoned myself. Chanel, be independent. Yes, 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 yes. Keep those beautiful messages coming. Okay, share your messages. This is your moment to share. The second secret is to medical intuition is master your energy signature. Imagine your body is a radio tower designed to send and receive signals. But what happens when the signals get jammed? You feel drained, anxious, irritable, confused, maybe even brain fog. You stop trusting what you're receiving because you're no longer sure if it's yours. Being intuitive doesn't mean you're wide open. Okay? It doesn't mean you're wide open all the time. It means being discerning, intentional, and aligned. One of my clients, Anna, came to me with her 2-year-old daughter, and her daughter was chronically constipated. Every day, Amanda gave her an enema and felt constantly in pain herself because she was taking her daughter's pain into herself. We did a healing on Amanda's daughter, and all of a sudden, Amanda sighed with this huge relief as she felt it in her body. She was able to finally separate her own pain from her daughter's pain. And when that happened, they both felt better. And enemas had become a thing of the past. See, your body is brilliant. It's a finely tuned instrument, but if you've spent your life absorbing energy, you may not be hearing your note clearly. Right? We empaths often walk around like energetic sponges, soaking in other people's emotions, thoughts, beliefs, karma, pain. I mean, there's a buffet of energy out there, and you don't even realize what you're picking up. And then we wonder why we're so exhausted. Well, you cannot be a clear channel if you're soaking up everyone else's energy, right? So let's do something fun. Let's claim your energy back. Are you ready? All right, so everybody has to stand up. If you can stand up, please stand up. Okay, this is more fun standing up. Okay, so just go ahead and stand up. All right, everybody good. Everybody standing up. Okay, awesome, awesome. All right, let's take a moment together. Closing our eyes, take a nice deep breath in, exhale out. And as you exhale, release any tension, distractions, and anything pulling you away from this moment. Roll your shoulders back, plant your feet on the ground, feeling the soil beneath you. Solid, steady, just holding you in place. And press your feet into the floor. Okay, so you're deeply anchored. And now we're going to ask your body which way is yes. Let your body loose and let it swing, let it sway. It might sway in small circles or big circles or even back and forth. And once you get your yes, you can stop and ask your body which way is no. Notice which way it sways, circles, sideways, forward, backward. Observe the difference and remember it. Just notice without judgment how your body feels right now. Does it feel heavy, anxious, stressed, fearful? How does it feel? Does it feel light? Simply observe. And now ask, is this mine? And let your body respond with a yes or no as you let your body loose. Let it sway in the yes direction or the no direction as you ask, is this mine? Whatever comes first, trust it, no overthinking, just receive. And now take a nice deep breath in, a nice breath out, and visualize these beautiful wings behind you. These beautiful wings, colorful wings. And wrap them around you like a cocoon. Take a deep breath in and feel the shift. Feel the shift. Notice how your body feels now. Is it different? Is it lighter, freer, more peaceful, calm? And open your eyes when you're ready. Go ahead and have a seat. This is how you reclaim your power, your energy. How did you guys feel? Was there a difference? I'm just going to say, was there a difference? Just put yes or no in the chat, okay? Awesome. Yes, yes. There's a difference. Yes, Laura says yes. Linda says yes. Annette, yes. Chanel, yes. Roberto, yes. Beautiful. This is how you reclaim your energy. This is how you reclaim your power. And so let's talk about the very last secret that I want to share with you, and that is trust. The most common question I hear is, what if I get it wrong? But here's the truth. Your guides and your body are never wrong. What blocks you is fear, self-doubt, self-sabotage, and trying to prove something. Let me share a little more about Amanda and her baby. See, during our session, I had received a vision of a past memory where Amanda was hiding in the closet, terrified. And I almost didn't share it with her because it just felt so random, but I did. Amanda was crying hysterically all of a sudden. And she shared with me that she'd been physically abused while she was pregnant and used to hide in the closet. And as we worked through this trauma energetically, her baby's chronic pain, which doctors couldn't explain, began to heal. It was soul healing. And it reminded me, this isn't about accuracy, it's about alignment. That's when I knew when we receive, what we receive is never wrong. And whenever we receive it, it's never wrong. There's always a divine timing, whether it makes sense or not. But we can deliver it with love, clarity, and courage. Not just for the person being healed, but generations and lineages beyond you. There's a window of opportunity to trust what you feel more than what you fear. And in that space, before the doubt, before the second guessing, without filtering, overthinking, or needing to be perfect, you become this instrument of divine healing. You are in direct alignment with a divine intelligence. Let's connect with this truth right now. Just take a nice deep breath in once again and close your eyes. And as you breathe in and out, give yourself permission to relax. Just setting that intention. Place your hand on your heart and say, I align with my guide team, or I align with my guides. And ask, what message do you have for me right now? Don't filter, don't judge, just receive. Remember, you're not here to be perfect. You're here to be a channel. Now open your eyes. What did you receive? Believe, says Ilsa. Brenda says love and trust yourself. Donna, to relax more. Jirag, to be yourself. Jennifer, nothing. It's okay. That's okay. We're in that space too. It's okay. Maybe right now you weren't supposed to receive anything. It's okay. Darlene, rest. Ferris, trust the process. Ferris, congratulations. You received a message. Whitney says, I love you. Paula, just relax. Yeah, Bob says, love is the answer to all questions. Marcy, trust, you already know. Yeah, you already know. Now that you know the 3 secrets to medical intuition, which is trauma is your portal to your gifts, mastering your unique energy is important, and trusting your guidance. The most common question that I get is, can I learn this? Because I don't think I'm capable enough to get intuitive messages. So if you still don't believe that you can do what I do, what other healers do, and you're still in your mind going, I don't know, I just don't know. Well, let's do this amazing practice that I have for you. Okay. Now, this practice will make you a believer in your abilities. Okay. And I guarantee it. All right. So let's go ahead and, all right. So take your 2 hands. Okay. And you know where the line is right there? You're going to bring those hands together just like that. And go ahead and look at your middle finger. Okay, make sure that you're aligned just like I am, just like this. Okay, everything is even. You're not tilted or anything. Just make sure. And your middle finger, which one would you like to grow? You probably have one short, one that's long. For me, I have both the same, but I want to grow my right one today. Okay, so I'm going to pick my right one, even though mine are the same. So for you, if you have 2 same middle fingers, then pick one. Which one do you want to grow? Okay. And if you have one that's short, we're going to grow that finger. Okay. All right. So everybody got it? All right. Now you're going to put your hands on the lap, on your lap. And the finger that you want to grow, you're just going to look at it. That middle finger that you want to grow, we're just going to look at it. And we're going to do this for about 30 seconds. Just look at that finger. You're not saying anything to it. You're not doing anything to it. You're just letting it relax on your lap. And just breathe in and out. And now what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands back together right at that line, that crease. Okay. And look, my right hand middle finger has grown. What about yours? What about yours? Yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Annette says, hilarious. Mine grew. Right finger tingled, and yes, it grew. Karen says, what? How? I'll tell you how, Sue. Okay? This is just one example of the power and energy that you have already inside of you. And most of you on here don't even know what you're doing. And that's the possibility. Imagine when you have the right tools and you have the right playbook and you have the right framework, you heal, you become the expert, you become the healer, you step into your purpose that was always yours to begin with. This ability for your own health and healing of your loved ones, your friends and family, imagine what's possible. It would be a disservice to yourself and your life and the people around you to leave here today and do nothing with this. To have heard this knowledge and just go right back to normal everyday life. There are many people on this call right now that are not going to take action because they prefer being uncomfortable and they actually like the sadness, they like the discomfort, they even like the sickness because it's become their identity. if you're not one of those people, if you're somebody who is really ready to move forward, I invite you to take that next step. And for those of you who are feeling that gentle or maybe not so gentle tug in your body, that sensation that says, this is mine, I'd love to walk beside you as you develop your medical intuitive abilities. I want to be there for you. And so I've created a space where intuitive souls like you can be seen, guided, and deeply supported. No pressure, no push. Just an opportunity to feel into what's possible when you have the right support. One of the simple but powerful things I share in my course, the Medical Intuitive course, it's called Quantum Body Awakening, and it is how to use your body as a pendulum to receive clear yes, no signals from within. It's just a way to begin tapping into the wisdom of your body and that your body already holds. You know, I know a lot of people do muscle testing and different things, but I want you to use the tool that you already have, and that's you. Why do we need to depend on something outside of us when we have this vehicle? My Quantum Body Awakening medical program is especially for you if you are already if you are ready to like up level your spiritual and physical journey, because it integrates both of them, which no other program does. If you're serious about mastering your abilities and dive deeper into medical intuition, if you want to use energy healing for personal information or business or transformation or business, I've had people do that. If you feel a deep calling to awaken your intuition or connect with your guides, and if you're ready to make a meaningful investment in yourself for as little as $1,800 to fully commit to your healing and transformation. And if that's you, I'd love to connect. I'll help you map out what's next, what your body's saying, and what your soul is asking for. We'll tune into what's blocking your intuition and how to finally claim your abilities. But please do not book this call if you're not ready to change. If you're more committed to staying stuck than stepping forward, this isn't the right space for you. And I say this with love because every time slot matters. They are very limited. And I want to hold space for the people who are ready to help themselves. And for those of you who are ready to be, to be honest, open, and take aligned action, then let's go. I want to be your cheerleader. Let me tell you, I am one of the biggest cheerleaders for my students. I will make you do the work. I will keep you accountable. But if you're just curious halfway in or looking to delay your healing, this isn't the moment. And that's okay. When you're ready, I'm here. For those of you who do want to go deeper, during our 15-minute clarity call, what we're going to explore is where you're at right now in your journey, what's blocking you in reaching your abilities, and whether this partnership with me to the Medical Intuitive course is the next right step for you. So the link to book the call is being shared right now in the chat. It will stay active for the next 48 hours. And so you can go ahead and sign up at this time. If that's what you're called forth to do, and just take a breath, take a breath. Sometimes when these, wonderful offers are made, they're divine offers. And sometimes we just need to breathe into it, tune into it, and listen to the body. And if your body feels like it's saying a yes, ask. We just did a yes, no with the body pendulum, right? You already know what your yes is, what your no is. Is this right? Does this feel right for me? And see which way your body moves. And if this feels like a yes for you, I'll meet you there. I'll give you a moment right now so that we could celebrate those of you who are taking advantage of the clarity call. Okay, and go ahead and put it in the chat if you have already taken advantage of booking your clarity call. Okay. Jennifer is asking, how long is the course? The course is 6 months. And you know what? As I'm looking at my messages, I'm getting asked to go over the course, what's in the course. So we'll just honor that question, and I'm going to share what's in the course with you. So give me just a moment, and let's see. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And I believe I have to do a couple of things before I could do that. So just give me a moment, and here we go. All right, let me go ahead and share this. Share. Okay. Here we go. Let me know that everybody could see this. Everybody could see that? All right. So the Quantum Body Awakening Medical Intuitive course. Now, I completely understand that you're wanting to know what's in it. The truth is, this program isn't a one size fits all. Okay. So it is, a program that I've created from my own experience, my failures, my mistakes. It's an intentional journey, and it comes in 2 different phases. And I've designed it to help you to step fully into your skills and confidence. Phase 1 is all about learning about the quantum body awakening technique. And then phase 2 is about learning specific subjects that will take your healing ability from phase 1 deeper, so that you do deeper level healing. And I guess I could call it advanced healing. And so it's not just surface level healing. Okay. And you'll be creating really transformations for yourself and others in this program. It's a beautiful community of men and women who want to learn to do this. And there will be lots of time to practice, so you can enhance your skills and start believing that you can do this work. So what you're going to be receiving is, let's see. All right, it should come up, Medical Intuitive Course Workbook, so that you have something to walk you through step by step. Okay, so that's the workbook, the advanced training sessions that will help you answer questions and get step-by-step guidance in a group from me. You will also have interactive training videos that are going to teach you all the ins and outs of every healing modality that we teach. Okay. And then the personal office hours, and this is with yours truly. That means if you have a burning question at any time as you move through the course, you can ask me. We'll have 2 days a month where you have personal office hours. You also have, oops, oh, it's going the wrong direction. All right, let's try this again. Okay, you also have lifetime access to the course. That means whenever you want to watch the videos, you can watch the videos, the replays from the live sessions. Whether it's 10 years from now, 50 years from now, you're going to be able to still access all the learning material and continue to grow with me. And finally, you get a certification of completion. And that means if you want to go on and make this a career, you have the ability to do that. So you see that when you have all of these things, you'll be able to start moving forward, because each one of these will support you in your growth. Okay. And once you start the program right now, you also have access to exclusive bonuses. And what I am offering right now is the Quantum Body Awakening Healing Community. And this is a 6-month community. It's a private paid community, but it's yours completely free so that you can have continued healing for yourself or for your family members with like-minded people. Okay. And then the Quantum Body Awakening Self-Healing Program. And that will show you how you can access every single system in your body and how to heal every single system in your body. It's very, very powerful. And then the Medical Intuition Resource Suite, so that you have the exact methods, practices, scripts to enrich your experience while staying in the course. And what I have included, okay, which has never been done before, is a mega bonus. And I'm so excited to share this mega bonus because it's behind the curtain with industry leaders. And I'm announcing it now because it's such a great time for us to really connect with industry leaders, spiritual leaders, and learn from them, find out their newest research, newest programs, newest opportunities to heal yourself and others. And they're going to be talking about things like, I've already discussed this with them, about Dharma, passion, anti-aging, Ayurveda. So you get the front row seat, and you get to ask questions and you get them answered in real time. This is a really incredible value. I mean, I can't even put a price to this. Some of these people do not do one-on-one clients anymore. And I was able to put this together as a bonus for all of you today. And so this entire program is really going to help you move forward in your life, in your success, wherever you decide to go. I mean, we use our intuition every single day, every moment of our life. And all you need to do is book that clarity call if you are serious about moving forward. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop my screen share. And I hope that answers the question for you. This course starts June 4th, but signups will end the end of May. May 28th or 29th is the last day for signups. But once it's full, it's full. I can't take anymore because I like to take a small group of people. Dan says, I'm a dear friend of Deborah Poneman's who informed me about you. I spent hours with Deborah in Chicago. Yeah, I know that you say it's true. I've been living in quantum realm for over a half century. I met with Andrew Harvey. You know, I met with Andrew Harvey as well. And I wish I could read this, is a longtime friend of Paul Levy, who wrote Quantum Revelation. I'm taking your teachings and much more globally. This knowledge that is a part of every person on earth must be realized and understood. Wonderful stuff. It is so inspiring and energizes every aspect of my body, soul, and beyond. Dan, thank you so much. You know what? I know you direct messaged me, but I just read that out loud. I hope you don't mind. I thought it was so beautiful. So yes. So Jennifer, the course is it is live. Okay, it is going to be live. The only part that is not live is the videos, the actual course, but the teachings are going to be live. Like, not the teachings, sorry. The teachings aren't going to be live. They're going to be on demand. But when we meet live every other week, it's a group gathering, and that's where we're going to dive deeper, answer questions of what you learned in the video, and then clarify anything during that time, practice, do a lot of opening of the clairs. You know, there are 8 clairs, so we want to help you open those up. Okay. So I have not set the date or time for any of this at this time because I want to see who's going to be doing this program. And then when we meet the very first time in June 4th is the set date, I believe. And so we'll decide then, because we usually have people from all over the world. And I want to make sure that the times that I have will help the people in the US, Canada, you know, and than people that are like all the way on the other side, like from India and other places, Singapore. I mean, I've got people all over the world. So I try to honor everybody. I mean, I don't know how many coaches usually do that, but I do because I want you to be there. I want you to be live with me. Okay, so any questions? I mean, I can definitely answer any questions. Annette, I hope I answered the question for you. Again, guys, if you are called forth to do this, I highly recommend you take advantage of it and take advantage of the clarity call. And you know, don't let this go. If you really feel the nudge, then I would definitely book a call. Okay. Let's see. Any questions? Any other questions? You could raise your hand at the bottom and I can talk to you live. Okay. There are, let's see. Somebody's asking, what if I am doing something else at this time? Well, if you're doing another course, and I've had many of my students do another course as well, this will just enhance what you're doing now. You don't need to be there for every session. Everything is going to be recorded, so you don't need to be there for every session. You know, you have to experience it, and a lot of it is just experience. So whether it's a recording or whether it's live, you're still going to get to experience all the content, and the content will be given to you so you can apply it immediately. So as soon as you decide, okay, I'm going to go ahead and take my clarity call, and then we'll set you up with the course, and if it's the right fit for you, and then immediately you'll have all the downloads, including the bonuses, and you could get started with video 1 right away. Okay, there's instructions and everything on how to do that. But if you want to be on camera with me, then yes, you have to be live. Okay. Let's see. And then I do have a question. Somebody's asking, they just messaged me. Do you help people get a business going? Yes, I do. A lot of coaches don't do that. See, here's my story. Every class that I took, the healer would say, oh, you could go create a business. And I kind of got tired of that answer because there was nothing behind it to help me. I had no idea where to start. I had no idea what to do. So yes, that opportunity is there. And that is the next step after learning the modality and going through phase 1 and phase 2, getting certified, which takes 6 months. So if you start now, you'll be done by November, and you can, you know, if that's something that you want to do, great. If that's not something you want to do, that's fine too. I've had many of my students that do not want to do anything with business. They just want to do something to heal themselves. And that's perfectly fine. I mean, that's how I started as well. I didn't want to create a business. I had no intention of that, but I got that nudge and that wisdom to do so. And I'm so happy I did take that leap forward, you know. Let's see. Any other questions? Let me just look in the chat. Sorry, I was looking in my inbox. Oh, Ida says, I feel more secure about energy healing. Basti says, yes, thank you. Oh, how many of you did sign up? Because I'm not looking at my thing. Okay. So I'm gonna, you know, be your cheerleader. Remember, I said I would do that. So congratulations, Isla. Congratulations for setting up your appointment, Donna. Congratulations, Keely. Congratulations. And we have so many others. So congratulations to all of you for setting up your appointments. We do have Saturday, Sunday appointments, so you could set that up as well. Okay, I see another question. It sometimes takes only a little nudge to realize your dreams. Yes, it does, Dan. And actually, by the way, Deborah is going to be one of the behind the curtains for our call. So it's going to be exciting. We have a lot of great people. We've got Chris Atwood, Janet Atwood. We've got an Ayurvedic practitioner. So I'm really excited about the mega bonuses. I've never done anything like that. So I'm pretty excited. I see Jennifer, you have your hand raised, and Donna. I'm going to take Donna really quick and then I'll get to Jennifer. So if any of you have questions, I will be happy to connect with you. Go ahead, Donna.
I'm wondering, how often do we meet? Once a week, twice a week,
So 2 times a month we will meet.
2 times a month?
Okay.
Okay.
And that'll be live. It gives you enough time to watch a video, practice,
Okay.
and then come to me with questions, or answers or comments or whatever. And it's really a beautiful experience. The and you could go at your own pace, whether you're
Okay.
new or whether you have been doing this for a while. Everybody in the class usually goes at their own pace. Some people might go quicker, and that's okay, right? But some people might go and watch video 1, 2 times, 3 times, and that's okay. The point is to get it down and understand it, right? There's no rush. You have 6 months of a personal attention, with me. If anything comes up, you can email me. And then if you need help with anything, I'll be happy to connect.
Okay.
Antoinette says, how do we sign up? Flora, can you put the discovery call link in the chat again, please? Hannah says, how do you know that it is your intuition that's speaking to you and not old wounds that are speaking to you? How do you know the difference? Before I answer that, Donna, did I answer your question? I just want to make sure. Okay. I just want to make sure. Okay. So how do you know it's your intuition that's speaking to you and not old wounds that are speaking to you? So, that's a powerful and important question, and one that many empaths, healers, intuitives struggle with. And here's how to begin discerning the difference between the two. Okay. Intuition is neutral. It's clear. It's calm. It may feel firm, but it doesn't come from panic and emotional chaos. Old wounds often speak in fear. They speak in urgency. They're overreactive. Like you'll see yourself just reacting rather than responding to life, and that's an old wound coming up. And so with this, when we do the in the course, what you'll see in the program, that yes, the old wounds may come up, but you'll be able to decipher, is it my intuition or is it an old wound? And then we heal whichever one it is, because I like to take you through a process of spiritual ascension by healing those old wounds that do come up, because you have to heal those old wounds in order to ascend. Okay. And I truly believe spirituality and healing go hand in hand. It is not one or the other. Okay. So does that answer your question, my love? Where did your question go? Oh, I got so many questions. And I hope that answered your question, honey. Just wave your hand or whatever. Say yes in the chat. I know, Jennifer, I said I would unmute you. Go ahead. Hey, Jennifer. Oh, it was Hannah. Sorry, Hannah.
Hi.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
I was wondering, I took a course previously kind of to increase my intuition, and I don't know why, but I really did not feel that anything had changed. Is that something? And I spent quite a bit of money for it. So is there anything that to do to guard against that, or that I can change to make sure that I get the most out of this and what I'm
Yeah,
hoping to get?
of course. I get that. That's a question that I get sometimes, is either I didn't feel anything taking from another course, or what if I don't feel anything again, right? Now, if you don't feel anything, that's a good thing sometimes, okay? Like right now, where you're at, it's a good thing. And this is what I mean by that. You're exactly where this work begins. Okay. Sometimes we're like, oh my God, I didn't feel anything. It's all over. I shouldn't even be doing this. Right. But my program is designed for people just like you, people who've been disconnected, shut down, numbed, overwhelmed, or told your intuition wasn't real. And here's how it helps. Before intuition can turn on, the body has to feel safe. And I like to use simple, powerful practices to calm your system so you can finally connect to what's already there. Everyone's intuitive language and intuition is different. And some people feel, some people hear, some people know. I know, Jennifer, you already have a knowing, right? Now you're working on, maybe I want to see, I want to feel, I want to get more information. And I help you discover your unique intuitive style. So you're not trying to chase someone else's version of intuition. And you won't be thrown into feel the energy with no guidance. That's what the workbook and the training videos will teach you. And there's advanced training sessions, which I mentioned, that are bi-monthly, that where we gather and we work on these things. And I've had it to where people will be like, I don't feel anything, I don't feel anything. And midway through, oh my goodness. Or they don't even recognize that they're feeling things until I point it out to them, you know? And it isn't something that you figure out alone. You'll be held in a space where it's safe to feel again. And with the mentorship, with reflection and the tools that meet you where you are. And sometimes we have to tweak for certain people, and that's okay. The other day, I had to tweak a specific affirmation and a meditation for one of my students. She's like, that just doesn't feel good, Deepal. And I explained it to her, and then I tweaked it for her. And then she's like, that feels so much better. You know, so I understand where you're at because I've been there, and I feel like if I can meet you even halfway or all the way, which is what I would like. And most people come out of the course. And you can look at the statistics. I'm going to share a link with you in the replay. You can look at all the statistics. Right now, I'm just sharing the discovery call, but there's testimonials and statistics of what our students have achieved in regards to their intuition, okay? And 99, 98, 99% walk away with intuition, either strengthening what they have now or what they start receiving. Okay. And there's tons of testimonials. I don't, want to go over all of them here because right now I want to make sure I'm answering your questions, and you could go look at it yourself. I will be sharing that. Okay. Maybe I missed this info, but I'm wondering if you give private sessions healing. If so, where do I sign up? Annette, today we are just talking about the medical intuition program, but if you are looking for private sessions, even in the medical intuition program, I do offer you a very highly discounted session to do with me if you want to do private sessions, okay? And you also will be receiving sessions within the program because you get to practice on each other, okay? So everybody gets to heal, and that's the beauty of it. Because the biggest thing I want you to do is practice on each other. That's really, really important. And I notice that's really important to my students. So I hope that helps, Jennifer. Laura Lee, hi, honey.
Hi there. My apologies. And I'll watch the recording once it's posted. But did you say the price was 1800?
No, what I said is if you're ready to invest as low as 1800.
Oh, okay. Because
Yeah.
it seemed for 6 months, it seemed is that just the starting part of it?
Well, it is, here's the thing. I know that the program isn't one size fits all, right? And I mentioned that earlier. And that's why I'm inviting anyone who's interested to book a clarity call, because so that we could talk about what is your specific situation and where you're at in your journey and what kind of support you truly need. right, at this time. And we'll go over the details, including pricing, during our private conversation. And my intention is to make sure that it's the right fit for you, before anything else, before we move forward.
Okay, I believe I finished booking. Oh, no, I don't know if I did because I started to, and then you were asking other questions, and I hadn't planned to add any more courses to my workload, although my husband isn't well. Which was, I mean, I was here because Ken Honda said, check you out.
I remember you told me that last
Yes.
time.
Yes. So I've taken a lot of different courses, and I love natural healing. And I know that that we all need more help in learning about our intuition and trusting it more. We have it. It's the challenge is listening to it and acting upon it. But anyway, okay. I may not get all the questions answered, but
It's
I'll
okay.
book
That's
a
why we're gonna
session.
have our call. Go ahead and book it. And then what we'll do is we'll answer whatever questions you have right there, okay? And I
Okay.
know, so let me give you an example of taking on another course. I have 3 mentors right now, okay? And I had to add these mentors, these coaches for my own growth because I have to grow as well. And so sometimes we think, oh my gosh, I got to add on another, I want to add on another, I want to add on another. But they all work together in a beautiful synchronicity, in a synchronistic way, and they're all intertwined. And I've had students who have been involved. One of my students right now is taking a dolphin course, like a whale's dolphin. She just graduated with that, but she was doing mine. In addition to this, I had another student who was doing a horse whisperer course, and then some that was doing angels and other things. But you're going to learn about all those things in the course. So you're going to well, not whales and dolphins, but or
No.
horses, but I mean angels and guides and things like that. I have really put this course together so that you don't have to really go and outsource. And you're going to see what I mean by that when we talk one-on-one, because it includes the most prevalent information of what most people need when they go to do a course, but what if you're the healer who has it and you have the information and you could take your clients deeper, and they don't have to go anywhere else because they already trust you, they already are with you. And if you're just doing this for yourself, that's perfectly fine too. But what if you could go deeper within yourself with what you know now? You know what I mean?
I do, and I love to learn. My concern is I'm behind on some of my other courses. So to add another one and the time that I need to spend with my hubby
Right.
in
I
addition,
understand. Yeah.
that's what holds me back.
No worries. So just
Yeah.
do the clarity call. Let's talk.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll help you figure that out. All right, guys. So let's do some giveaways. Giveaway time. Let's see who's here. I want you to put, okay, go ahead and put in the chat if you enjoyed today. And tomorrow we're having a Q&A again. Okay, we're going to do some clearing of some myths and some misconceptions and some blocks, okay, when it comes to medical intuition. And I want to invite you to that. It's going to be at, I believe, I believe at 12 or 1 o'clock p.m. I think it's at 12 o'clock p.m. So come join me tomorrow at 12 p.m. But let's go ahead and do some giveaways. Oh my goodness, I don't have a pen. So Flora, can you take notes? Because whoever is here live, okay, I just want to congratulate Annette. Congratulations, Caroline. Congratulations for setting up your clarity call. All right. Awesome. My team is just letting me know who all has signed up, and I'm also looking on my Gmail. So let's see. Okay, yes, enjoyed. Okay, so I'm going to ask my guides, okay, to help me to decide who gets what. Okay, we're going to give away 3 things. One is going to be a 30-minute session that is on demand with my guides. Okay. So let's go ahead and Flora, can you please write that down? A 30-minute session with my guides. And that is faith-based healing. You can ask for healing. You could do it at night. You could do it in the daytime. Whenever you want a healing, you could set it up. I'll send you the link, but you do need to email me because I'm not going to know exactly. I don't know your email right now. So, but Floor, go ahead and give Kathy Raz the on-demand 30-minute healing with my guides. Congratulations, Kathy. All right, let's go to Paula Porter. And we're going to give her a 20-minute session with me, a personal session. Congratulations, Paula. All right, now let's see, Sandra. Okay, we're gonna give you an MP3 of your choice. It's a healing audio, and you can pick from my 100. I have about 100 healing audios, like meditations, activations for relationships, finances, health, and you could pick one of your choice. Okay, all right, Sandra. All right, Flora, I hope you're getting this, okay? The name and what I'm giving away. I know I'm going really fast, so let's see. The more you, okay, more people putting down. Okay, is that, I know we have 58 people here, but not everybody's responding. I guess not everybody wants to win. I don't know. Okay. So let's do Whitney Donahue. I would love to give you a package. Okay, you can pick a package A. All right. And which one? You know what? Let's do the pranic quotient one. I'm just gonna pick one for you because I feel like that's the one that you need as I'm scanning your energy. So Whitney Donahue will get a package A of pranic quotient. Okay, that is raising your prana. All right, guys, that's all for today. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope you learned a lot. I hope you will go ahead and book your clarity call, and I will see you all tomorrow. Come with your questions, come with your myths, come with your answers. I don't know, come with your misconceptions, come with anything you want. Just throw it at me, and I'm going to answer it tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern, and I will see you there, okay? Have a beautiful, blessed night. We will send out the replay in just a little bit. Have a beautiful, blessed day, everybody. Bye-bye.